Hello, I'm here with Miles and Sydney Pertl. They are not married; they are brother and sister, as they were telling me a minute ago. And we are doing an outdoor interview, so please forgive the noises and stuff. We are in downtown Pioneer Square, Seattle, and we're going to be talking about a ballet called Ricochet for the Next Step program. Would you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves to our audience?
Sure. My name is Miles, and I am a dancer at PNB, and I've been dancing and choreographing since I was 6.
Hi, my name is Sydney. I'm an artist, and I work very closely with Miles in the dance world, bring my art to those projects. And yeah, I've been an artist since all my life.
Nice, nice. So how did you guys meet? No, I'm kidding. So let's go a little bit back into your histories. And it sounds like you have a very interesting kind of origin story with not necessarily ballet, actually, right? A different kind of dance?
We actually both started out as Irish dancers back in the day, just before river dance became like super popular. We
Trendsetters.
Yeah, we got on that just before the trend started. And we both did that for 6 or 7 years-ish, about.
Longer.
More or less, yeah.
And how old were you about during this time that you're talking about? 6 years old?
I was 6, and I stopped when I was 13 or 14, so
Yeah.
you were probably just a little bit older.
Yeah.
And did a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah. I don't know. That was yeah.
That was a
quite a
long
while ago.
So what attracted you to river dancing or...
Our mom put us in it, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, she put me in it first, and
Yeah. Then I saw Sydney being rewarded for her hard work and good practice habits with stickers, and she could turn those stickers in for candy. And it's those 10 gold stickers. And they would give you a Rolo, and that's just all I wanted at that age. So
6. What can you say?
You're living for Rolos.
right? I'm waiting for them for Rolo to call me for the commercial gig, but hasn't
Well,
happened
maybe
yet.
after seeing this.
Yeah, right.
So, how long were you guys doing this Irish dancing? That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a while. The beauty of what Irish dance was is, besides just being like a community thing, like we were dancing folk life, and we were, every St. Patrick's Day we were in all the local bars.
VFW,
yeah.
all over the place.
We would also travel for competitions all over America.
Yeah,
Quite
and the
regularly.
world.
And the world.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got out to Scotland and Ireland and England and all over Canada.
Oh, how nice.
All over the U.S.
All over Canada.
So what put a stop to that, and how did that evolve into ballet?
There's not a lot of career opportunities in that field. In fact, the only ones are the big shows. Riverdance, Lord of the Dance, and all the offshoots that have come out since.
All the stuff on PBS.
Yeah. Feet of Flames, I think, is one of them.
Yeah.
More than I can name, probably. I can't speak for Sid, but pretty much I wanted to keep dancing, and the only way to really keep dancing is to go into ballet. And that was not an easy switch, but that was the right transition. So.
And I hear that you were actually quite good at it from the very get-go, right? Is that right?
I was good enough.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
I started when I was 11 doing ballet class.
Yeah. Which is it's a little late in the ballet world,
It's all relative, but yeah, that's a little late. Everyone else had been dancing since they were 6. So I was a good, 5, 6 years late.
So it's a little bit like becoming a Jedi. You were a little bit almost too old to do
old.
too old to
I was gonna
begin
get
the
turned to
training.
the dark side, yeah. That's exactly right. I think what's really the most interesting about our story is I went into ballet and Sid went off to do Gage Art Academy and college fine arts courses, and we just kind of disappeared from each other's lives for
Oh, wow.
8 years.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
he was
we
off
just-
in Europe. I was off, around the country doing my thing. And
Yeah. It was only in 2015 when I moved back to Seattle that this artistic partnerships, got started up again.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
that's been the exciting bit.
we work on a lot of projects together. I think those years apart, we were close, before
Yeah.
he left. But I think as soon as he came back and we started brainstorming for, my art projects or brainstorming for his choreography projects, for not Next Step, but Next Step,
It was
and
probably
for
next step, back in the day.
and for the boot one.
Yeah, for the P&D school.
Yeah.
We had a piece with level 4s.
So we would
Like a boot camp or
No.
It was a site-specific piece.
For the
in
ground fountain.
The
for McCall
fountain
Hall.
outside of McCall Hall is just,
Oh,
it's
okay.
just like maybe like a half centimeter of water just constantly flowing.
Oh, nice.
So we had all these brainstorming sessions about how to get the kids to use their feet to draw in the water, to make shapes in the water as well as their bodies, and
nice.
what kind of costuming, like they were all in different colorful rain boots, and so it was like we'd spend all these nights just like talking and brainstorming, his plays, mine are streamlined mostly, and come up with these things, and we just had so much fun doing it that we eventually ended up starting our own company, which then morphed into a nonprofit, in which he brings his dance expertise and I bring my art expertise, and we try to make more opportunities for artists, musicians, dancers here in Seattle.
And you have
So-
that going now.
Yeah. It's
And
called,
what is that called?
It's called Damfino Arts.
Damfino. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. And so give us a little idea what it is that you guys do with that again?
Yeah, so part of the thing is that, I think just before when I was in Gage Academy, and I graduated from their Expressive Atelier program in 2009, right around that time, before the economy crashed, there were all these opportunities for artists, lots of commissions, things that were happening, Microsoft, Boeing, companies supporting the arts as a whole.
Nice.
And then when the economy crashed, a lot of these bigger donors ended up pulling out, and I think that Seattle's been reaping the repercussions of that. And it's been a long way to where we are now. But I think it's really important to revitalize our art scene in a certain way. And I think one of the best ways that we can do that is to create a community of artists, right? The people who go to see ballet, mostly, not always, but they solely go to see the ballet.
Right.
They might not go to First Thursdays. They might not go to gallery walks. They might not go to local musician shows,
Or even the
things-
opera.
Right, exactly. So there's like these very niche art lovers out
Yeah.
there who are amazing and who actually want to be exposed to more kinds of art. So we were thinking, what if we end up making these opportunities where we can pair different kinds of artists together, right? And so if somebody wanted to see Miles, say, for example, dance, and they were a big fan of his, they could also be exposed to local artists, local musicians, and they could all come together to form a piece. So it kind of all started when we did Wash of Gray, where PMB was amazing enough to let us put on a local artist show of low-income artists. Who
Oh,
are
I remember
from
that.
here.
Yeah.
So we had 212 artworks shown from 65 different artists. And we were able to bring that kind of local art, things that aren't in galleries, artists who are not signed to galleries, to ballet lovers and art enthusiasts who absolutely loved it. Like we had such amazing feedback from that, from the artists and from the audience. And I think that's what inspired us to start our nonprofit. So
Yeah, and it's morphed even since then. but
yeah.
that is the general idea: is how can we create opportunities for artists and opportunities for audience members to be exposed to new things?
Yeah.
That's very cool. It's very mixed media, and that seems to be
Yeah.
kind of a going theme with your work, and the two different, like mixing art and performance, and well, not that performance is not an art, obviously.
No, but
But-
there's different parts to the art.
I mean, there's so
Bring it
many
all together.
different ways that artists of all types can be involved in each other's work.
Yeah.
And it's it's wonderful to see different parts of our arts community here in Seattle come together to make cool things. So
It's very cool.
yeah.
So let's take a shift real quick, and let's talk a little bit about the performance that will be, as we're recording this, will be tomorrow.
It will be tomorrow.
It's
Friday night.
and it's called Ricochet. Is that right?
The whole show is called Next Step.
Next Step.
And
I'm sorry, I meant your piece
my
specifically.
piece
but
will
yeah.
be called Ricochet.
Could you tell us a little bit about... Okay, so let me just lay my cards on the table.
Yeah, do it.
I am so interested. This is my first time getting a chance to talk to choreographers.
Oh, okay.
And there's almost a mystique about the way that choreographers, like, Fosse or Merce Cunningham or whatever, how they create their... Are there notes? Are they written down? Are they drawings? Is it all out of your head? Do you figure it out as you go? Do you start with, I've heard some choreographers will take images from a magazine and they will look at, almost like what kind of action is going on in that scene, add it to their work and stuff. How does something like Ricochet, actually describe to us a little bit about Ricochet first, and then I'm just laying out where what I'm thinking.
Well, I'm just so interested talking to you about that, because that's literally what I spend my life doing, is being in the room with other choreographers or choreographing myself.
And it's like this secret cabal that we're just not privy to as artists or as a general public.
We will get there. So for Ricochet, this process started with the music. This music is a brass quintet, and it is bold. It is not some pushover song. this thing it has
Packs a punch.
There's some brass
packs a
to
punch, yeah. And what was really kind of interesting about this process is, for me, this was my first time really delving into the world of choreographing for dancers who are in point shoes. We're in the middle of a video.
That's good. I'll edit it out.
I think it's a great little interlude.